Happy Thursday, everyone. Anthony Speciale here with Speciale Analysis, unedited and on the edge of the market. Welcome back for another video series. We are going to today discuss the crypto market. We're going to look at a couple different assets within the crypto market, a couple different ways you could play it, and what my thought process is. We've had a setup recently on Bitcoin that has transpired that worked out nicely. We have another setup on Ethereum. We're going to show you that today. We're also going to look at Coinbase. So without further ado, let's jump into the charts. So we will start off recapping Bitcoin. Based on a Friday settlement of last week, we had offered a short position to you all. You can find it by going to my TradingView account and simply searching for it. This is the completed one. Bitcoin, US dollar, weekly market update, short. So, this is what this looks like. Here is our entry. This is where we recommended selling the asset. This is where we would have placed a stop loss at 48.50 and we target at 26.45. So you can see this all written up nicely down here. You can see this captures a snapshot of the market at the time. And then by simply pressing play, you can see that the market did what we anticipated it to do. Our target has in fact been satisfied. Not only was our target satisfied, the price of Bitcoin had literally found support almost to the penny, exactly where we anticipated it to. So, just goes to show that our analysis approach is obviously working. And that is, ultimately the only way to ever be successful. You need to have a good analysis, and then you need to employ that analysis using a good trade plan. They go seamlessly together. Without one doesn't work without the other. So it's super, super important. You can see in this instance, it worked out beautifully. So that chart now, today, obviously looks like this. This is where we tested support. We had bounced from it. It is what it is. At the moment, I do not see anything actionable on Bitcoin. But I wanted to recap this real quick since today's topic is crypto. Looking at Coinbase. This is Coinbase Global is a company that handles the transactions for crypto. They popped on the open when they came out with the IPO, and they have just been basically capitulating ever since. I mean, it's just not been pretty. I mean, you can see it fell, defined resistance, defined support, retested descending resistance, has now come down and broken through support. So we have a secondary channel here that is blue. That is where we are holding price action at the moment. But we'll see what happens. So we have broken here. We have tested support based upon this particular structure. If we break below this structure, there's not much lower for this to go. We started off at, we went as high as 430. We opened at 381, went as high as 429.54, and we are now sitting at 62.34 at the time that I shoot this video. So we have gone from a high to low of losing essentially 90% of the value of this asset. This is not pretty for crypto. I mean, if crypto is strong, this company that trades it is going to be strong as well. Clearly, the crypto asset is not as strong as we all thought it was. When it was at 65,000, they were, everyone was chanting 100,000 crypto, 100,000 Bitcoin, 100,000 Bitcoin. Well, guess what? That's not happening. We've had 25,000 Bitcoin recently. So it's interesting to see how this is transpiring, but you could see this particular stock circulated completely around crypto has lost 90% from its high. So that's pretty wild. So I thought it was important to share that with you. Now let's get to the setup that we see currently on Ethereum. Ticker ETHUSD, and here we have it. So you can see large channel structure trending higher, those black lines, and you can see that we have just broken that with confirmation. So You know I'm always looking for 1+% confirmation, and in this instance you had 13%. So that tells me that this market could go lower. Now we know Bitcoin had found a base, and maybe that's what drove this back up. Maybe Bitcoin goes through its base. Maybe Bitcoin retests the support that it was at. We know Coinbase, it tested a shorter term structure, but that doesn't mean it can't go lower. So Ethereum has set up to go lower. The way I have laid out this particular setup is very simple. Short at 2140, buyback descending, target, at 1175, and a stop if this all goes wrong at 2975. Obvious that we are running in a downward bias. So again, the trend is our friend. We want to stay on the side of the trend. So that is clear that this is what's happening. So a trend, impulse, correction, impulse, perhaps another correction, impulse. If that is in fact what happens, then here we are, folks. This is the way it sets up. So from here, what do? We're just going to, basically it'll be a matter of time, but we are going to keep an eye on Ethereum. I'm going to put it on my list of open positions. We will watch this. We will see what transpires with it. If in fact, the crypto sector as a whole continues to have pressure, this could be very well another trade that sets up nicely for us and does exactly what we expect it to. Just dialing back Ethereum, you could see outside of a little bump here, it was awfully quiet for quite a period of time. And then, of course, we had the crypto explosion, which is what you see here. So obviously strong impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse higher. So we were in that uptrend, and now we have turned and broken that downtrend. Guys, I had circled back a couple days ago and discussed a video of how the trend is our friend and how it's so important to be on the right side of the trend. If the trend is going lower, we want to be in that position that the trend, we want to trade with the trend. We want to short that market. If the trend is going higher, we want to buy that market when the breakouts occur. So this is a downward trend defined by the channel structure. Here's the breakout. Here is our risk. Here is our reward. And the beauty of this is our reward continues to grow as time continues to pass. So as we continue to move across the screen and plot a new weekly candle, our target here, our reward, is going to drop a little lower and a little lower and a little lower and a little lower, which adds to the reward of our position. So that is the goal. That is what it looks like in real life. This is what the picture of it is. And I want to just take an opportunity to recap on cryptos as a whole, because it's a very hot topic. There's a lot of crypto traders out there, a lot of crypto investors. Listen, if you watch CNBC, they'll tell you 40% of crypto holders are underwater. I don't want my traders to be underwater. I want my traders to be profitable. I want my traders to see the opportunity like we saw in Bitcoin and capture a huge move. Well, I see another opportunity in Ethereum. I cannot, of course, guarantee that this is going to work the same way, but it's the exact same setup, meaning that the criteria has been met. We're trading with the trend. The breakout has been confirmed. There's an entry, a stop, and a target. The analysis approach is always the same. The trade plan is always the same. As long as we follow this over and over and over again, statistically, on a long-term basis, we will be more successful than we will fail. And as long as our rewards outweigh our risks, we will be profitable traders. So with that, guys, I wish you a beautiful and blessed day. I hope this crypto recap for today was useful, was informational, was valuable to you. If in fact you enjoyed it, if in fact you learned something, if in fact you found some form of value, please, below this video, like, share, and subscribe. I put this together for you each and every day, 100% for free. And all I can ask in return is that you share it with your friends and family so they too can find value. And guys, that's it. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.